Hi, this is Shanna from the Homeschooling Simplified channel, and I just want to do another quick video with you. I have heard, everyone's getting ready for school to start. It's late July, and there's a lot of moms out there that are still questioning, should I homeschool? Should I send my children to public school? The fear is what's going on with COVID, what's going on with the sickness. What should I do? Are they going to close school? I did read an article that I was really happy about, that most of the public schools are still offering doing schooling at home through their MacBooks or whatever that might be that they're providing, and you can choose whether to send your child to school or keep them at home. We've always been homeschoolers, so it's just something that's normal for us. It's nothing new to me, but there's a lot of questions behind homeschooling that I want to talk about again. I want to encourage you that you can homeschool. It is a little frightening, maybe just because it's something different. It's a change. You don't know what curriculum to use. You don't know how to do it. What do I do to fill the time? Do you still work? Are you working full-time, part-time? All of these questions and all of these changes not only affect your children, but they affect your whole family. So a couple things I want to talk about again is encouragement, that you can do it if you decide to do it. There's a lot of resources and things out there for you. You don't have to feel alone. There's homeschool groups, and even though we're not really getting together for our field trips and outings and get-togethers right now, you still can get on those groups on Facebook or calling them, finding friends through there, asking questions. I want to be a source that you can use if you need help, you have questions. I want to be there to help answer any of those that you might have. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I know all the answers about homeschooling. I do not. What I want to be is someone here to encourage you and help you, and if I don't know the answer, help you find that answer. When we started homeschooling 13 years ago, it was not very popular at all. We couldn't find anybody in our local church that was homeschooling. We couldn't find anybody, any groups, anything. And then all of a sudden, as the years went by, we started finding more friends, more groups, more things. They were like in this hidden group, hidden families. A lot of people didn't want to announce that they were homeschoolers maybe or something. And I just couldn't find a lot of encouragement or materials, so I had to seriously study and research, and now like everybody Googles everything, and that's great. You can find a lot of information. I want to give you the information that I know that is accurate, that is true, and point you to websites where you can find good information instead of spammy stuff that's not even true or legit or might cause fear. Again, for starters, I've mentioned it before, Homeschooling Legal Defense Association. It's abbreviated, and I will put a link to it in the bottom description, but it's hslda.com. Go there. You can find your state's homeschooling laws in there. We are in Indiana, so there's not a lot of regulations in Indiana. It doesn't mean that I just get by. I like to put my own curriculum together. I like to study a lot myself, so I just help that flow over into our son. Indiana, if you're in Indiana and you're watching this video, you do not have to have teacher qualifications to teach. They don't have a state regulated schooling that you have to do. The main things that you have to do for the state of Indiana is make sure that you're doing 180 days of school and keeping record of that. I also keep record of all of the subjects that he's doing, whether it's online classes, tutors, paperwork, workbooks that we have done. I put that all together in like a portfolio, and I keep it. I have kept all of his portfolios I've put together since kindergarten, or preschool actually. So it's kind of like put together, and I have all that there. So again, Homeschooling Legal Defense Association has a lot of good material. I encourage you to become members because they can give you a lot of resources, and they will be there for you legally. because you do have the right to homeschool your children, and you can do that without fear of anything or anyone trying to come against you. As long as you're doing it for the right reasons, for the education of your children, you have the right to do that. And they're there to help you know the laws, do it right, and stay legal. And it's just a great resource. There's a lot of other things on there too. You can find courses. They have courses that your children can utilize on there. They're kind of expensive. I was looking at one for our son for pre-algebra, because he's going to be in 7th grade this year, so we're going to try to transition into that. But you can definitely check the courses out there. I'll put a link in the description. A couple other things I want to talk about is different curriculums, again, that you can use. A big question right now is that some moms are just wanting to homeschool for this year, or maybe 6 months, or a short brief of time, just till COVID kind of phases out. We get a vaccine, it disappears, whatever the theories are out there. So you're thinking of just doing it for a temporary time. And that's great too. You can do it. I encourage you that you can do it. I just talked to a friend today. Her son is 10. I highly encouraged her that she can do it. But the big question and concern is, how do I find schooling material that is got credit to it, that they can go back to public school and have those credits, have that in place for them, to where they're not like losing a year or whatever. I've got a couple different resources that I have found. One of them for Indiana is k12.com. Go there. It's a free public school homeschooling. So it kind of blends public school and homeschooling together, and it's a free source. You can sign up. There are online videos, textbooks, get-togethers, and all of that, and I think that's a great resource. I've never personally used it. Again, I like to put together my own curriculum, just because I've kind of learned over the years what our son likes, what helps him learn, how I function as a teacher, and but a couple other resources that I found. Some are more expensive than others, and that's why I wanted to mention K12 at the top. That's free. That's for Indiana. I have not researched if this is available to other states. I can. If you need help with that, I'd be more than happy to research that out and find something that's good. Or you can ask maybe your superintendent at your local school. They might be able to point you in that right direction. A couple of the curriculums that I have found that you can do that have credit to them, to where you can actually transfer back into public school. One of them is called Bridgeway, and that's online. You can check that out. I'll have a link in my description. Abeka Academy. This is a really good tool. My son actually briefly went to a Christian school in our local community, and they used Abeka, and it has online teachers that you can stream live, or you can get DVDs and watch them at your time, at your schedule. They come with textbooks, and that was an awesome curriculum. I really liked it, and I encourage you to check that one out. Another one is called Forest Trail. So I don't have any experience with this one either, but I know that they carry credit for you so that you can take that back to you if you decide to go back to public school. Another one is Laurel Springs. This one was on the high end. When I looked at it for our age, of my son needing 7th grade, it was quite expensive, but it looked very high quality, and maybe I needed to research a little bit more about it. But if you're interested in that one, I would look into that. I'll put the link in the description for you again. Each one of these are going to have their own set of tuition in them, and some of them are more pricey than others. I would just look at them and make sure it has what you're needing. Are you needing a video teacher with textbooks included, so that you're doing very minimal teaching on your behalf as a parent? Or do you want to do more teaching as a parent? Then they have those options too. I kind of blend both of those. I like to teach certain things to him. He likes to learn certain things on his own just by reading and studying. And then we also do tutors that we pay for or utilize through HSLDA or through a great source I found through a mutual homeschooling friend called Khan Academy. They have a lot of different grade levels on there. Even this summer, I'm having my son do 2 different math classes just to kind of get him up to speed to where I think where he should be, and just that extra practice of things that he might struggle with. I'll put a link to that in the description too. I also utilize christianbook.com. They have a homeschooling section in there where you can look at all kinds of different curriculum. Included in that curriculum is Abeka textbooks, ACE, they have Alpha and Omega, and they also have Answers in Genesis, which we're using for the first time this year for our science. Also, I just want to be very transparent that if you are homeschooling, there's going to be extra time for hobbies, extra time for reading, extra family time, and you're going to love it. I know a lot of moms are like, what am I going to do with my kids all day? It gives them time to explore their likes, their dislikes, their hobbies, and things that you want to do as a family, such as maybe travel or for an example, my son is like learning all about camping and fishing and boy stuff this year, whether it's making your own knives, building your own fire, what it's like to go outside and just go camping, and how to do all of that, like survival stuff. So he's spending a lot of time this summer learning that extra stuff, but it'll probably fall over into his fall studies as well, just because that's something that is in his interest right now. Personally, we are going to do each subject. We're going to do 6 subjects when school starts. I do the traditional fall through spring, and each subject I will make my own like goal chart. I kind of got the idea from the ACE system, but I kind of make it my own. I've got a little chart that I've made, and I put in what he's going to do. We write it in a planner, and he knows what to do from that goal chart. We meet goals, we meet expectations, and if he falls below what me and Dad think that he should be doing, then we'll go over that together. We'll stop, we'll make sure he understands, make sure he's learning that, and maybe along the way you'll find that your child needs more of a visionary approach where they watch a video and then they understand it and is able to do the book work. We found that with my son in his math, where reading he excels. He loves reading and writing, and has even took on writing his own little short stories about Minecraft because he loves Minecraft. He loves the game. He loves the Legos. He's built a cityscape for Minecraft. He just loves that. So you'll find that there's extra time. I encourage you to fulfill that with electives, whether it's a foreign language, music. We are a Christian family, so he is learning through a Praise Christian Academy online. He's doing drum lessons right now. My husband plays lead guitar, so he has learned guitar from Dad, but as much as I would like him to stick with guitar, he has changed and said he wants to try to do some drums, and that's fine. I want him to explore what his interests might be and see if that's a good fit for him or not. There are a lot of things out there, a lot of questions, a lot of worry, but I know this week and next week moms are deciding, am I sending my kid to public school as normal, or am I going to homeschool? And it's really frightening doing something that's different, something that's changing, because there's already a lot of change going on as it is. Each week it seems like it's something new. But as I've had people come to me and ask me different questions, I just want to be helpful, because I remember when we started homeschooling, I felt alone. Even though I felt God wanted me to be a homeschool mom, led me and my husband to do that, it was something I had to trudge through on my own. Even when others were discouraging me from doing so, I just felt it inside that that's what God wanted me to do. and I followed that, and I don't regret it. All the quality time I had with my son, all the things we got to do. We'd get our work done, we'd get up early, get the schoolwork done, and go in the afternoon on a trip, maybe to the zoo or just to his favorite restaurant, and just really enjoying time together as a family. It seems like he's grown up so quickly already that I can't imagine not have had that time at home with him. So it's not for everybody. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking, there is no way I'm doing that, that's okay. You know, I'm glad that you stopped by to watch my video, even if it's just to criticize me or think that we're crazy. I feel like it was a great choice. I encourage those who want to learn about homeschooling and maybe venture into it to do it, because just try it. If you don't like it, you can always go back. But if you're thinking that you do want to just try it, maybe go back to public school, I do encourage you to pick a curriculum that has credit that will go back with them. It'll just be an easier transition for you. I'm a part of several different groups in around surrounding counties. So if you are all in, you're ready to do it, and you want some more info, please message me, comment below, let me know, and I'm so willing to be here to help, to be a source, to be a friend, and give some guidance. Thank you for stopping by the Homeschooling Simplified channel again, and I hope this has been encouraging. I hope it's been helpful. Again, if you need anything, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to try to upload a video each week on maybe a topic that I think is important that I could cover. I had mentioned maybe just doing a live question and answer, because you might have questions that I just don't know you have questions about that I would be happy to just answer. If you're interested in that, let me know as well, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.